Hi, in this PipeServer Enterprise video, I'm going to show you how to design a basic part from scratch and get it ready to cut. This is perfect when you need a one-off part or you're building something on the fly. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in Enterprise. I'm under the Design tab. To start designing, click New and then New Design. A new tab has been created for you to design your part. In the Part Designer, there are many different fields you can populate with information for your design. Let's go ahead and start by entering the outer diameter of the pipe. You can select any value you'd like or select from standard sizes we have populated for you. For this demonstration, we're going to use 8 inches. Next, enter in the wall thickness. Again, you can enter any size you want, but we do have preset standard sizes. In this example, we'll go with Schedule 40 for our wall thickness. Finally, the length will be created when we design the pipe by adding in end cuts. It is worth noting you may fill in any other parameters you might want for this part, such as material type, things like name, customer job, etc. For this design, the customer is extra. This will help me filter for this specific part design later if needed. To start creating the part, navigate towards the bottom of the screen and select New End Cut. I'm going to select a simple straight end on one side and a miter end on the other. You can see we have 2 cuts that have been added. We do need to create the length of the part. To do this, input the length you want into the Y start of the miter cut. I'm going to make a 12-inch pipe. A pipe that is 12 inches long to the center of the miter angle has now been created. It's worth noting that this cut has a defaulted bevel angle of 30 degrees. This value was set in the default cut settings on this computer. I can, however, override it to be whatever angle I would like for this part. Now let's add a hole. To do so, navigate to the New Hole Cut button. You may notice that the hole starts at the 0 position. To position the hole, input the distance of the hole center into the Y start value. I'll put 6. Notice the hole location has moved. We can also rotate the hole onto the pipe by changing the X angle. In this case, we'll input 90. The hole has now been moved 90 degrees onto the pipe. Finally, we can change the diameter of the hole. I'll type in 2 inches. You can now see the hole is on the pipe. Just one more thing to share, you can also add in bevel angles on hole cuts when designing your part. Now that we have the part designed, you will need to decide if you want to simply make a one-off piece by creating an NC file, or if you want to create this as a new scheduled part. When creating an NC file, the one part will be placed on a pipe and cut. No further data will be stored for tracking reports, etc. Scheduling a part allows you to create duplicates, nest parts, create reports, and so much more. For this video, I'm going to create a scheduled part. Click on New Scheduled Part. Now you have the opportunity to schedule as many duplicate parts as you would like. I'm going to go ahead and create 5. When I go to the Schedule tab, remember that I can search for the customer extra. You'll see the 5 pieces I just created. These are now ready to be nested onto a pipe and cut. That covers the basics of designing your part. Now you're ready to start creating your own designs to be cut. Thanks for joining.